I'm Brey. I race the number 57 Pro Truck. I've been racing for the last 5 years. My dad's been racing for 6. He's the one who got me into racing, and if it wasn't for him, wouldn't be racing right now. Racing's always been a passion ever since I started. Ever since I got in the first wheel, I loved it. Wanted to keep racing every weekend, every day. Wanted to race. Always want to be by a race car, by somebody I know who's working on a race car, anything to put me in it.
Ever since he was little, we've always watched NASCAR, taking him to the racetrack, you know, getting him into the garage area, down on pit road, whatever it took. But once he started racing, that's what he wanted to do. This will be his second full-time season doing it. You know, he has to pay his dues. He has to start where he's at now and work his way up. Out of it from the last race.
Okay.
I always thought that he had the potential as far as being able to learn and develop a talent to do it, but it's very hard to move on. It's a money game.
The money differences is definitely way higher. We'll probably spend up to $1,000 a weekend. It's hard really to compete, but whenever you've got a good crew behind you like I do, money doesn't really come into a matter as talent does.
The financial burden of trying to compete, you know, sometimes I push my fuel money as far as I can just to make sure I have enough money for us to go to the track that week. But I wouldn't trade it for anything, you know. My family comes first and their dreams come first, so whatever it takes.
Start. Here they go. Let's see if he can hold that bottom groove now. Great. Holmes.
There's guys been out there doing it 10, 15, 20 years, you know, that's got way more experience and way more money, you know. Our Pro Truck costs maybe $10,000 and some of these guys got $20,000, $30,000 Pro Trucks. But, you know, it's not all about the money, you know, money helps, but knowing what you're doing and having a good driver behind the wheel definitely helps.
He's racing against the best of the best in the truck series. Even the older guys that are my age that race in the class, you know, brag on how well he's doing. The danger factor of Brey racing is something you try not to think about. We've seen some people take some bad licks. It's scary, but you just try to block it out because you know that you've got them in a safe race car, you know you've got the safety equipment.
All right, bud, be safe, be smart.
It's still a scare, but you just try not to think about it.
Well, at first I get butterflies out my stomach. It's really bad. Then as soon as I take the green flag, everything just goes away. I'm numb.
Losing a race sucks. We had the biggest race of the year back in January. He set fast time.
Brey Holmes grabbed that top spot.
Started 9th. By halfway, he was leading the race. With 9 laps to go, we just knew he had the race won. His first win, the biggest race of the year, and the motor blows up. People come from all over the track to our trailer after the race to tell Brey what a good job he did. And I'm starting to get teared up now because he deserved that win. But that's racing, so we move on to the next one.
So cool how these cars can work and such little things can change such a major fact on the track.
83 5/8.
Okay.
Brey's definitely the underdog in the Pro Truck Series. You know, he's an underfunded team, and this is only his second full-time year in the truck.
You know, I might be the underdog, and you know, other drivers my age might have more seat time. I feel like my drive through the competition has really brought me to where they are, and has really motivated me to push even harder than they will, so that way I can at least get my shot. You know, this upcoming race, we finally got one on our list that we know we've got one to beat. He's definitely one that I've got on my target. It's going to be a rematch this weekend.
Definitely got some rivals, you know, and I think most of it is, you know, he's done a lot and come a long way in the 2 years he's been in the truck. And like I said, there's guys that's 10, 15 years into it and ain't as good as Brey. These 25, 30-year-olds hate seeing a young driver come out and outrun them and not have the experience that they do, and he still comes out and runs as well as he does.
On the track, it's way different from off the track. Like, you'll be best friends off the track, and then on the track, you're some random dude I'm racing against. This is a really good race for us because we finally got our truck dialed in. We're ready for the race. Always wanted to, you know, my first win to come up in every single class. Even though we've been out here long enough, every time I hit the wheel, I always get better, always get faster. Tonight, if I win, it'd be a really great night to show who I really am, what I can really do.
So we get ready to go 50 laps of Pro Truck racing here tonight at Auburndale Speedway.
Trying to get that second spot as Brey Holmes, the fast qualifier, has made his way up to the front. And trying to run away with it now as he's got the lead as they come by to complete 57 laps.
All right, here they come, side by side. They got to be at the line right there off turn 4. Green is out, we're underway.
That's going to allow Brey Holmes to get away here a little bit as they're side by side for a second. A bit of a scattered restart. I'm surprised they let that go, but nonetheless, Holmes led that lap, and now they're dead even again in turn 3, side by side for the lead. Holmes trying to make it work in the high groove the hard way. Holmes 57 on the outside. Give it to Holmes once again by a bumper cover.
Whatever that smoke buzz might be coming to play on Brey Holmes, the truck seems to be slowing down. Tough break for Brey Holmes into 57.
Leave the second gear and transmission broke. The gear he races in gave out. We just ain't got no luck.
Even if I didn't win tonight, it's not going to bring down my confidence. It'll definitely show me even more confidence for the next race, show you what I can improve on.
My main goal is, you know, hopefully getting a NASCAR. I really wish, you know, somebody would notice me, to give me a shot, to put me in something. We don't have the money to do it. We have other people that are like supporters and stuff. And I really don't know what carrier y'all put me in. As long as I'm driving for y'all, y'all can notice me.
There's always the next race. There's always another race coming. As long as we learn something from whatever we accomplished tonight, we'll be better when we come back for the next race.
The excitement and the satisfaction and the love for the sport, we share that 100%.
Yeah, it took me a long time to get here, but now that we're here, this is just the beginning.
Brey's ultimate goal is to get to NASCAR. I believe he'd be successful. You know, only time would tell.